we're going to talk about Bruce Pitcher, and it's a little serious, more serious than the other topics, perhaps. It does involve, here's the trigger warning, it does involve child sex abuse, fairly heavily, and that's kind of a big part of his story, and sort of something I had criticized Heidi about, because she, in one of her live streams selling Show Up Summit, she did on her Instagram, she was like just divulging all of his personal information about, you know, this tragic event that happened in his life. Now, it's already been divulged on national television in very great detail, and on his own website and on his Instagram and social media platforms, so it's not like a secret. However, I still think it's always your choice and always your place to divulge information about your own, you know, abuse and things that have happened. So I still am going to hold on my criticism of Heidi when he was not in the room. He wasn't there to speak for himself or defend himself or to explain. She was like selling it as like, he's a speaker and this is what happened to him, and was, you know, it was to me in poor taste. So yeah, I don't know if I can pin stuff. I wish I could. If so, trigger warning. So everyone warn everybody. I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out. So yeah, that's going to be kind of important in this discussion. So if that's a problem, no harm, no foul, but it's going to come up a few times. So on that note, let's start the process of cleansing ourselves.
Clear.
And now we are healed and we can begin. Okay. So who is Bruce? Number one. That's an important question. And then also, how does he fit into the Hollis universe? And basically, he was on the show Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition. And it might actually have changed the name at some point, because it seems like they switched off into different subsections. Kitty, you gotta go. Bye. And Tara's on the floor anyways. She's back. She'll come around again. Okay, so he's this guy. He's the guy, obviously. That's Heidi and Chris. And there is Bruce Pitcher. So basically he was on the show, and he was 420 pounds at his heaviest, as he claims, or as he said in the show. And now he fluctuates. He's been very thin. He's been like doing bodybuilding competitions. He's kind of gone up and down since the big weight loss, but he was on the show that takes 1 year, and the camera crews follow you and you lose weight. And that was the show. You get on the scale every week. This is what he looked like before. This is what he looks. I don't know if he looks like this now, but after the transformation, this is like where he ended up after the weight loss. And then here's an interview. We're going to watch a little bit of that, of Heidi interviewing him. And if you follow closely to the Heidi Powell universe, it seems like Bruce stayed with Heidi during the divorce. And I don't know how much is involved, but I do want to bring attention to sort of like the professional, interesting tidbits of what's going on. So it's not drama in the sense of like personality drama. It's like professional drama, I believe. So anyways, let's go back in time. And here's a better picture of him. That's from his own website. That's kind of more what he looks like now. And he tells his story. Okay, and we're going to talk about this woman again in a second. But let's go back in time and watch a clip from the show where Chris is... And I probably will get copyrighted, but that's fine. I think it's worth it. This is the show where Chris and Heidi were both on, and Bruce was on it too. So this clip is from 2014, and extreme weight loss contestant Bruce Pitcher has one button, and Chris Powell pushed it in this exclusive sneak peek. So I'm not going to set it up too much. Watch the clip, and then I'll kind of break it down afterwards. So this is from the show.
I want you to impress me. Crawl down, turn around, jump up.
Let's do it.
Today, I'm gonna be the voice that's been in Bruce's head for the last 29 years.
his father.
Show me what you got, Bruce.
I want Bruce to realize that he can push back. Because if he can fight back against me now and today, he'll realize that he can fight back against his father.
The music is so loud.
Impress me, Bruce.
I hear my dad's voice throughout the day, 100 times a day, just in my head constantly, that I gotta be impressive.
Come on, Bruce, impress me. Show me what you got. Wow me. Come on, Bruce. I'm not impressed.
The whole time I was like, what more? Why can't I impress him? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do?
Nope, not good enough. I'm not impressed.
For Bruce to transform, for him to change his life, he needs to break out of these bonds that his dad has put him in, and he needs to do this for himself.
You gotta step it, you step it. You jump it, you jump it. Come on, Bruce, impress me, dude. It's not good enough. I'm not impressed. This is disappointing.
What more do you want? I felt like I wasn't performing, and it affected me in my workout, affected me with what I was trying to do. And I didn't know if I could do it, and it got me in a panic. I couldn't take it. I really couldn't take it anymore. I can't handle the negativity. I don't need negativity anymore.
So what are you gonna do about it?
You know what? I can do what I need to do, and I know what kind of effort I give.
Yes! That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. This is your transformation. Are you starting to get it now?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of all the things I have to say? It's not good enough. You're not good enough. I'm not impressed. This is disappointing. What is it?
I don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Yes! Now you're starting to get it.
Okay. So I know that was a little difficult to watch, and I played it fully because of that reason. So, okay, so watching that, you might be like, okay, so Bruce's dad is, a hard ass, and he just, wants... It seemed like, the way Chris was, embodying him, that the dad was a figure in his life that was never satisfied or whatever. Yes, that's one part of it, but also it's much more serious than that. And I believe at the time, Chris was well aware of how deep the dad stuff went. So let me get back to my document. Okay, so here's a video also from the show. And like I said, this was they did 1 year with him, with Bruce. And this is another scene from that. I don't know if it's one episode or a couple episodes. But again, okay, so Chris is getting in his head, yelling at him, screaming at him, saying, whatever. That's the style that Bruce later on will take on, that very intense screaming in your face, you don't believe in yourself as a person if you don't complete this workout. That seems to be the pathway that he has taken, because obviously look at Chris just did the same thing to him. It seems like, the hard ass way to do that, borderline abusive way that he's done that, if not fully on abusive tactic that was popular back on those shows back in those days. It seems to have had a lasting effect on Bruce. Now, this part is the secondary plot of the story. Not only was Chris embodying the dad in that episode, his dad was also in the middle of going to prison for child sex abuse with members of the football team. Allegedly, I guess, I don't know all the details, but it seemed like the football team that Bruce was also on, there were students on that team that had come forward and said that the coach had abused them, and that coach was his dad. And then later on, Bruce had also said he also abused me. He didn't realize that it was abuse until the other students had, gone to the police. So not only was that part of the narrative, Chris was then using his voice as his dad to push him through that, you know, and and I'm going to agree. I watched these shows back in the day, back in 2005, 2008, whatever time frame, and I didn't find anything to be problematic about it. So it's not like I've always seen the light of this. I haven't. I thought they were entertaining. I liked the music. I liked the intensity, whatever. But now that I'm a little bit more aware of these things, Chris is not a professional. He's not a psychological, you know, genius or trained in anything. And I don't believe personally that fitness has anything to do with your mental, you know, toughness, with your mental ability to overcome tragedy and trauma. I just don't find the link to be directly, you know, like, oh, if you could just pick up this weight and hold it over your head for 20 minutes, then you'll know that you can survive abuse. Like, I just don't, I mean, we've evolved as a society, I think, since those beliefs were true. But it seems like Bruce is still in that mindset. Chris is a lot still in that mindset. And Heidi definitely is still in that mindset of like, if you can just show that you're physically, strong, then all of your problems will go away. Just prove to yourself that you're strong physically, and then you won't have to deal with, you know, your other issues. So, you know, this is also sort of like a look at and a critique of reality shows in that time period, which really focused on weight loss will solve all of your trauma. So here it is, another clip from the show. It says, one of the hardest days of my life. With Thanksgiving approaching, I want to talk about gratitude. Okay, and this is something that I think Heidi has taken on, that I think that she's sort of copied from him when it comes to her family and her, you know, overcome, at least how she says she's overcome an eating disorder, but that she thanks her family for putting her through that, essentially, because she's stronger and better. It's a concept that I also used to believe in, that I no longer believe in, that, you know, trauma and bad things make you stronger, make you better as a person. So, you know, be grateful for the trauma. And it's his own choice to believe whatever he wants. I just think that I've heard Heidi say those things before, and I found it to be surprising that that was her take on it. And I find it surprising that this is his take on it. Now, he has a right to believe whatever he wants, but I just find it to be a little bit surprising or different. So it says, okay, this is something I practice daily. People ask me all the time how I'm so happy and energetic and positive all the time, and it's because I am just so thankful for life. I'm thankful for the life that I had growing up, not because it was great, but because it shaped who I am today and allowed me to create the life that I have now. I'm thankful for what I went through as a kid, and to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way, because it has been what has helped me to connect to others who have experienced trauma and tragedy. Yes, it was a struggle, and yes, it is still hard to comprehend sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's my choice to see it as a blessing and an opportunity to give back to others. And I 1000% agree with that. It's his choice to see it however he does. However, he is, you know, definitely going into the coaching space. He's a fitness coach, but he definitely crosses the line into psychological coaching and you know, telling people, oh, your mom was a drug addict, like, let me help you through that. So it is sort of needs to be said, I guess, that this is his philosophy on trauma and sexual abuse, that he is thankful that it happened to him. I just, you know, he is a coach, so he's helping other people with trauma. It needs to be said that this is his mindset. So here's a little bit of the clip from the show, I believe.
As I walked in the room, I just had a lot of nerves and anxiety.
Now this is what they showed on the Extreme Weight Loss show. His dad's like arraignment or, you know, sentencing.
I didn't know what to expect. I was shaking. I mean, you just can't prep a mind enough to know what you're gonna feel like.
Good afternoon. This is the time set for a rehearing for Danny Pitcher, offender number 137603. Is that you, sir?
Yes, it is.
If you would, please raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Do you swear that the information you provide today will be truthful and accurate?
Yes.
Thank you.
To see him, you know, the back.
I think Heidi's in the front
hearing
too.
him talk, it was just.
I believe she's like at this hearing in the background. Hold on, let me see.
There were 22 counts of various child sex abuse. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I mean, you've been.
Let's go back. Sorry.
Do you swear that the information you provide today will be truthful and accurate?
Yes.
Thank you.
To see him, you know, the back of him and just hearing him talk, it was just really nerve-wracking.
In the original charging information, there were 22 counts of various child sex abuse. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I mean, you've been, at bare minimum, grooming kids since 1980. And maybe even before that. But that's as far back as I'm aware of. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
As the head of the parole board, Red
Like, why is Kristen, I mean, I get it, but like, this is all performative too for the show. Like, this is a contestant on their show. They're there. They got the cameras on them. Like, this is very weird. This is very odd. Like, why Heidi is at this guy's like sentencing. You know, of course she has a right to be there, but like, I just find this to be problematic in looking backwards at these shows and how much, and any reality show really, they're exploiting the fuck out of you. They're exploiting you for the entertainment of others. And it's been perceived as okay. And maybe he's fine with it. But at the same time, it's like, we got to look at ourselves too, and myself as well. Like, why am I watching this? Why am I supporting this? This is like way too invasive into this person's life and sickening, to be quite frank. Like, and then we're supposed to say, oh, because he, you know, went to the gym afterwards, he's healed and fine. Like, this guy needs serious psychological help to get through all this stuff. I'm not saying he has an illness. I'm just saying he needs support psychologically. Heidi and Chris Powell ain't gonna do it. And it's sad that they don't, like, I don't know, put that more in the messaging.
off the list of all the accusations and all the convictions. You could just see Bruce visibly shaking and crying. Bruce couldn't escape his past. I mean, sitting directly in front of him is his father, who abused him for the majority of his life, and sitting 2 rows behind him is his dad's whole side of the family, just sitting there glaring at him.
So you're aware your ex-wife's written a letter as well as your oldest son, Bruce. Bruce says that you abused him basically for as long as he can remember. Is that accurate?
I test, in my therapy, I've given all the results and the behaviors I've participated in. We were always close as a father and son. We did a lot of stuff together at Halloween time. We used to put makeup on him and help him out there and so forth. And so I'm very proud of both my sons. They mean a lot to me.
You just gave me a really long answer, but it didn't even answer my question. All I asked was, is that accurate? Did you abuse Bruce or not?
No.
And the fact that you went on this rambling diatribe tells me you're not being honest. I mean, you should be able to look me point blank in the face and say, no, I didn't abuse my son if you didn't. And so that causes me great concern, not only because, what does he have to gain by making it up?
What I'm thinking of, what abuse is I'm accused of there? I mean, is it mentally abuse, physically abuse, sexually?
And also, so the charges that he's facing judgment for are not Bruce related, or they're not Bruce didn't press charges or his family didn't on his behalf. It was the other children that had come forward, I guess as adults, to say that they had been abused by him on his team. And Bruce at the time, he now is doing his business, but he was also a football coach. So he basically became like the dad, like what his dad did. He was also a football coach. So I don't know the time frames of all this stuff or what was going on, but very weird.
Abuse.
Sexual?
Sexual, I'll say no.
Well, why would he say that you did? Help me understand, because you can imagine, being the victim, how embarrassing that would be to talk about something like this, especially at the hands of your own father. So I don't see that he has anything to gain by coming forward with this. It's highly suspect, given.
This is in Utah. I don't know if that helps figuring out if this is real. I mean, it looks real to me, but I mean, how would they get this guy who's like an inmate to be a part of the show in like a fake scenario? I don't know.
And the other victims that you do have. So we're going to have to agree to disagree on what I think happened, but that's the way it is.
If the parole board feels that Bruce's father is ready to be released from prison, it could happen this year.
There's Heidi. I guess this is a parole board hearing, so he's already been in jail, prison. He's already been in prison, so they're going to let him out perhaps. Maybe that's the difference.
It's hard to think that this man actually has a chance of walking free. We can't let that happen.
Bruce, you don't have to speak if you don't want to, but it's your choice if you'd like to. I'm happy to hear from you.
Bruce is all over the place. I'm freaking out because I'm thinking he might not go through with this.
All right, I'll just... When the Board of Pardons member asked me to speak, I was like, no way. But then, it just came to me and said, you know what? This is what I said I would do. And since I've started this thing, I said I was going to work the hardest and I was truly going to transform. And I said if I was able to speak, I would speak. And I did.
Do you swear that the information you provide today will be truthful and accurate?
Yes.
Thank you. If you just tell us your name so that we have it for the record.
Bruce Dan Pitcher.
Thank you. I'm happy to hear whatever you would like to say.
I just wanted to say that I did love my dad with all my heart, and I thought that he was the greatest thing ever, and I
This is so hard to watch.
did so many things that try to make him happy in so many ways, and I wanted to be that son.
I just wanted to play this because it shows how fucked up it is that Chris was then using his voice of the dad to inspire him to work out and to climb up the stairs. Like, Chris is obviously aware of all this that has gone on. He's at the parole hearing. He's like very, alert into the situation. And then to even go, okay, now I'm going to be your dad's voice. Like, it's just so gross. Yeah, we can stop. Basically, Bruce then went on to go be a coach on the show for one season, allegedly. And then later joined Transform. And he was a head coach or one of the head coaches of Transform. And he, he was working with Transform and working with Heidi and Chris, and seemed to be doing that up until 2020. So, let's see, which one's this one? Then he decided to, so let's talk about his YouTube channel. So he has a YouTube channel. I'm trying to find out his reason. Okay, and also, let me start over again. This is throwing me for a loop a little bit. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So Bruce spoke at Show Up Summit in Arizona during Heidi's conference. So he came out with this like weight belt and told his story. And so that's how he's been involved. And Heidi has gone to his events and done like promo stuff for it. But Bruce is involved now with this company called First Form, and it looks like he made the switch over in 2021. He's been taken off the Transform site. He's started his own brand, and I don't know if it was a plotted situation, at least on Chris's part, or if it was like something that Chris is cool with or not. I can't tell. It looks like Chris might not be cool with it, that he like made his own company and basically took the concepts that he was doing at Transform and then brought people over. And that seems to be like the drama of what's going on. But he has this YouTube channel and he's sort of making his own reality show, sort of what Heidi seems to be trying to do. Yeah, it's First Form. And I saw one of Savvy's videos about it. And First Form is very controversial, but we'll get there because I do want to talk about First Form, which is not an MLM, but it's an affiliate, and it's bordering on like problematic. And also the guy who owns it, runs it, is problematic in my opinion in certain ways. So we'll get there. But yeah, there was a big blow up. Not a big blow up. There was a change somewhere because it went from Transform being the brand partner into First Form. And Heidi and Bruce hang out all the time, so it seems, and I don't ever see him with Chris anymore. But Chris, if we talked about the tattoo, let me see, Chris Powell and Bruce Pitcher, they both got the same tattoo. So Chris got it first, and then Bruce got it as well. So he, if they're in a fight, it's kind of awkward because they got the matching tattoos. And basically it's like helping one person, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 100,000, million, and a zillion or something like that. That's the meaning behind the tattoo. So the thing I want to talk about here is like, okay, so he's trying to have his own reality show, but he's doing it on YouTube, and it's highly produced, which is good. I think that's a good thing because, you can hear it. The video work is good. They follow people, and basically people from all over the country, 7 people moved to Arizona for 90 days and do trainings with Bruce. And it's like, I don't know. He's supposed to be inspiring them to lose weight.
Hi, my name is Crystal.
And so these are the people who have applied.
I'm 24 from Wisconsin. Hello, everyone.
So these are the people. And you'll see quickly that it goes into like screaming. So it's like Biggest Loser, but everyone gets to stay the whole time, and you have 90 days to lose a bunch of weight while you're working out every day and, you know, getting coached by him.
Or box step-ups, then you go right to the rower. You guys will do push press. Then the thing we're gonna do different is you're gonna do sled mills. There we go, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You're a minute. There you go, Tyler, there you go. Be careful, there you go. You can step down if you need to. There we go. Push, come on.
Oh no! I can't get the music. I'll be kicked off again. Okay, so he's yelling. And then now he's gonna talk about these people's traumas. Very similar to the setup of the show that he was on.
90 days is going to look like, and to see how hard they can push and then build them down a little bit and then build them all the way back up so they know, bam, this is what you can do. This is what you can achieve. We have rowing workouts, we have assault bike workouts, and it's just going to be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait.
So we got Tara that's coming out here. She was kind of talking to me yesterday about she wants to be around for her kids. Like, her biggest thing is loving her kids, being around forever, because her mom was a severe drug addict. And she's clean now, but she's had a hard time forgiving that. And I think we're gonna dive into that kind of stuff. And then Tyler's always just said he's giving in to everybody else, giving in to like his friends, maybe pushing him to go do things that he's not supposed to. And he's about to get this fire hose, and he's gonna drag all that stuff that he's been holding on to for a little while. He's gonna pull it across the line and be like, I'm done with it. Tyler, you got the fire hose, my man. Okay, you're on the fire hose. Tara, you got the sled. Okay, so Tara, you're gonna drive this bad boy, okay? You gotta ask yourself, like, why you're doing this, right? For your 4 kids at home, and for your mom, you know, like forgiving her, doing all these things, and this is all.
Again, like, see, here we are, like, it's a workout. She's got to push a sled down the parking lot, but now we're talking about, like, forgiving your mom for being a drug addict. Like, what does he know about that? Nothing. So, like, or I don't know, maybe he does know something, but even if he does know something, he doesn't know how to cure somebody from that, you know, trauma. And I hate how it conflates into, like, if you can just do this workout and not be so fat, if you could just be skinny, all your problems would go away. And that's the underlying message underneath this. And they would go, no, it's not about being skinny, it's about being fit. It's like, okay, well, being fit is not this. It's the same thing too. It's not gonna like make you not have the trauma of your mom's drug abuse, like whatever. Like, and it's also like, do you sign a waiver to say like all my personal business can be put on YouTube, you know, for your gain? I guess. I don't know how the payment, if they're paying him to be there, if he's paying them to be there, if the camera crew, what they're getting paid. I don't know. It just seems like a waste of money, in my opinion. I mean, he did it very well, and I do appreciate good production value, but it's just like, is this a pilot? What is this? Is it just to get, you know, like clients? It's confusing a little bit. And so, you know, okay, here we go.
All this stuff starts right here. Then Tyler, you got this hose. All the crap you've been going through with your friends, all that crap, you're gonna carry that baggage all the way down, and then when you get all the way past that building.
If that was the case, like, oh, this represents baggage and you're gonna carry it down, like Rachel was talking about, like every professional athlete would never have a problem, would never have an anger issue, would never have anything, because they physically are so in shape and they're lifting stuff and they're being, you know, told that they can do it and go for it and proving themselves every day, and they still have mental issues. So it's like, this is just not a real thing that works long term.
I want you to drag it. When you can't run it anymore, you pull that thing forward, okay? Okay, you guys got 2 minutes.
It sucks because there's music, but he's screaming, go, go, go.
You got a minute. Right there, Tyler, pull it now. Pull it. Come on, you gotta pull it. Come on, you gotta pull that thing, come on. You gotta get deep, come on, Sarah.
You think he has to pull it?
You gotta go faster. Drive to the end. More, all the way through. Let's go.
Okay, I'm trying to get past the music because it's probably copyrighted.
Flip this thing around.
Okay, so now.
1.
Let's skip this. So they're dying in the parking lot in Arizona.
Come on.
God.
You know what I mean? Now you're standing up for yourself. This is about you. Come on, push it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pull, give it another pull. Come on, one more, we don't stop. There we go, bingo. Yeah. You felt like you don't deserve this time? This is you, man. This is whatever you want to do. Where did Tara go? Tara! Tara, that's a good question. What did she do? This is what I'm talking about.
This was filmed in 2020. I saw someone in a mask, so it must have been around the time.
We're about to find out.
Before.
Tara, where are you at?
My
Filmed and posted in 2020.
foot is killing me
What is wrong with it?
because I have that blister on the bottom of my foot, and every time I push on it, it's like a sharp pain going through the bottom of my foot.
Okay, come here. We'll talk about it. All right, so blister, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel other than that?
Weak.
What's going through your mind right now?
I can't do this. I feel like I can't do it because of the pain.
You can. You can do this. You're gonna pick up this plate then over your head and walk. There. Is that better?
Yeah.
This is what I want you to see in this though. Okay? So what? You got a blister. So you gotta say to yourself, all right, because during this journey
You get a blister, you gotta say, all right.
you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be obstacles in life?
Always.
Yeah, all that stuff's gonna happen. So do you just be like, I can't, and sit down?
No.
Yeah, I'm doing this because I love you. You know that.
No, I know.
You know that, okay? Keep it going. Yeah. Tara, I'm gonna get you like, you're gonna be a fiend fighting machine, okay? All right, let's turn around and start walking back. Come on, feel that burn.
Oh, yeah,
feel
it
that
burns,
burn.
it burns.
Feel that burn. Come on. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
hold it. Keep holding it. Straight. You got it. Hold it. Come on. Believe. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go, Tara. Go to that place. Believe in me for a second. You gotta see what you're capable of. Tara, keep hold it. Come on.
Music.
Let's go. You're almost there. You're over halfway. Come on. Oh yeah, you got it. Yes. You've gotta see. Come on. You got it. You're almost there. No, you're not. Yeah, they are, but you're not weak. Just look at me. You got it. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. You got it. Here we go. Hold it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Time. Hey.
Are you healed yet? Is your trauma over? I just wish it wasn't so much music. It's killing me. I can't play it that much. So that's season 1. Now, apparently, I mean, this is sort of related. And back to the tattoo thing. Chris got it first, then Bruce got it afterwards. Apparently, someone died. I think. I don't know if she was just an online person or what. But let me check. Because I saw the post and I was like, oh no. Her name was Anna. I don't know if she was just like an online person or what. But some of the topics, so yeah, okay, let me just talk before I move away from that. This is on his post that the larger than life family is mourning the loss of one of our own today. Anna's energy, spirit, and commitment was contagious and inspiring to anyone who met her. It took a single interaction for Anna to imprint on your life. Many of you have seen her posts or her workout videos. Anna had a determination that was unmatched. Her smile and laugh lit up a room, and her belief in each and every one of us to achieve our goals was unwavering. Although we are forced to say goodbye to Anna in this life, her legacy will live on in larger than life. The space that Anna held in this community will never be forgotten. We love you. Okay. But I don't know, she's a part of the family, but I don't know if she was just an online person or if she was like an actual contestant.
The best you life.
Here's another example of the training.
Life is hard. And how many times we've taken the easy way out? How many times? A long time, right? Life is hard. Like we talked about today in the workout, the reason we do these workouts is because we have to get better in life. And Janine, you said it for a second there, but then the doubt creeped in. Are you giving enough? It's a yes or no question.
No.
Why do you feel you're not giving enough? You just said you were. Trying the best you can. Guess who opinion matters?
Whose opinion matters if you're giving the best effort? Who's the one that knows if you're giving the best effort?
Me.
You! That's it! So are you giving the best effort?
Yes.
Yes! Okay? So start being proud of it. My name is Bruce Pitcher, and I was given...
So, yeah, that's Bruce. I think this is her.
I'm most afraid I won't quit.
Yeah, so she died. I don't know. I guess we can look at her and see what the story is. Now, she didn't die on the camera, I don't think, but...
My name is Janine King. I'm from the UK, and my starting weight
Janine.
is 380.
So I think I always remember feeling like this. Like I kind of
She's
not
Anna.
good enough. I don't know why.
But she was also British. I'm surprised. She looks the same, though.
Family is all pretty skinny. So I always looked different, and they always used to say they thought they brought the wrong baby home from the hospital. Not because of my size, just my size, but I always struggled at school. I always felt bigger. I felt out of place, not good enough. Yeah, I didn't feel great about myself, the way I looked.
Okay, so, another... They're doing all the same things as the other show.
You wanted to?
Yes.
Promise me?
Yeah.
Okay. Get ready to read that to that person up there.
Dear me, it's time to let go of the burden stopping you moving forward and forgive yourself. It's time to let go of the self-judgment and hatred.
We found out it had moved to her liver.
She continuously just...
Having to believe in myself.
Got stronger.
Okay, well... There's 3 seasons, but even that last video only had 900 views.
Talk about just a little bit about what larger in life means to me. One day I was just kind of thinking, dreaming, whatever. I was I told way back in EWL day, and if he was here, he would say it. I said, dude, someday we need to make a boot camp just like we're experiencing here. And I was like, we're going to do it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, I promise. So as the time went by, and then obviously I talked to Nick, that's on the production here, that's filming this thing. We were talking one day and how this started. He goes, well, let's just get...
Okay, Nick, I think, is the same guy that shoots video for Heidi as well. So, I don't know.
One individual, and let's just kind of do a vlog kind of thing. We'll just follow...
All the companies seem to overlap each other. So, I don't know what difference you're getting between Heidi's challenge, joining Transform, joining this group. They all are so similar in a lot of ways. It's hard to... figure out, but okay, let me go back to the there's so much to say in all this, but this is the larger than life. If you were to sign up, this is what the page looks like. Okay, join, whatever, this is what you get, this is what others say. Okay, even the flag was a part of his thing that he did with Transform, and then he just changed the flag to a different flag to his current branded one. So to join, not the show, not the one where you're going and you're going to be living with him or whatever for 90 days, but for $150 a month, you can, which is the lowest one, you get accountability, which is a starter guide, access to the Facebook page, weekly Zoom, and weekly email check-in. So pretty, low things. And then you get Express. Now you don't get to know the price of this one, which is monthly Zoom calls, daily Voxer, app access, whatever. It's probably $200, $250, because that's in between. And then $350 a month is the VIP, which gets you Zoom calls, app access, starter guide. So they're all the same. They're basically all the same. But one thing that I found to be a little bit confusing is coaches. Okay, so here's a coach, Brandy Seagroves. Now, she looks like someone that's in Heidi's group. I swear to God, they're like twins, but apparently I don't know if there's any relation, but they look very similar in the face. It says, Brandy Seagross is a former client of Bruce, working directly with Bruce for over 2 years. Brandy was able to lose over 140 pounds. Having been trained by Bruce, she has a remarkably similar coaching style with her own added flair. Brandy is passionate about helping people and is driven by desire, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she was 300 pounds and started. But then if you go to the Transform, hey, watch out, Kitty. Transform app. This is Chris's company. And you go to transformations. Just want to go to the app, not this. Why can't I find anything today? Sorry, everybody. I suck today, apparently. I just want to buy the supplements. There you go. Right? Or the app. But basically, she's on the other page. She's on the Transform page as like a success story. So I was confused because I'm like, okay, how can she be on both pages? Like, who is the one who actually did the, you know, the transformation? Because Chris is saying that he did it, and now Bruce is saying that he did it. It's a little confusing. Where is it though? Shop now? They need to fix their website because I want to do the app. Oh yeah, they have nighttime shakes now. Transform app. The Transform app. Okay, here it is. Doodly doo doo doo. I'm sweating. Okay, here we go. Coaching. There she is, Brandy. Okay, so Brandy says that she was trained by him, but now he's on this one. So just another thing that it seems like, you know, he was a big fan of Chris and Heidi. I don't know if it was the divorce that brought them all apart or what, but all of a sudden then Bruce leaves Transform, is no longer available on the site. His thing was called Champ Within from Transform. They got rid of that completely. Now he has his own company, Larger Than Life, and instead of Transform, he's using First Form, which maybe could be a money thing. He's like a first form, what's it called? First Form. It's got a stupid name. You become a familiar or something. Let's see. Okay, let's just talk about First Form. I'm going all over the place. I'm sorry. This is a bad stream. So yeah, that was the T. Not that exciting. But it seems like everyone just uses everybody. And if you go back here, okay, so this person is on the Larger Than Life team. And then if you go to trainers, you'll see Danielle and the other girl who's a part of Heidi's thing. Okay, you saw her as part of that. You saw Danielle as part of that. And then the other coaching, you got the other guy who's part of that. And apparently the chef David, that's always being talked about too, he's a part of Bruce's thing as well. So I don't know. It's like all crazy.